Hello. Thank you for watching our video. I'm Reverend Sara Lewis, the Director of Community and Faith Development at Olympia Unitarian Universalist Congregation.
Hi, and I'm Reverend Mary. I'm the minister for OUUC. Thanks for listening today. So Sara and I have been in conversation for quite a number of months about, in this time of uncertainty and things being really different than they've been, what can we offer our community and how can we come together? How can we be together in this really challenging time? And so we've come up with a plan for this fall and for this next year that we'd like to share with you today, both why we're doing what we're doing with the focus we have and what we hope to offer and to have all of us participate in together. So we've come up with a theme to help focus our efforts this next year, and that theme is this: building beloved community with a focus on anti-racism and the practice of coming together again, in person, online, and in covenant. And the reason that we came up with that focus for this next year, that theme, there's a lot of parts to it. We want to practice coming together again after a couple of years of not being very together or being together virtually in a different kind of way. We want to build the beloved community, and we believe that anti-racism is one of the most important justice issues, spiritual issues that we face as a denomination, as a people, and as a nation. As Unitarian Universalists, we are called to live in this world, not another world, not the world that comes next if there is one, but in this world, and to make this world as just as it can be. So in this time, where there is so much division and partisanship and a move around the world toward authoritarianism and away from democracy, we think that it is an important role of a faith community to help us learn how to practice humility, how to build bridges in our democracy, and to understand the forces that cause us to be divided. So we think that practicing multiculturalism is important, and that understanding racism and white supremacy is one of the most important things that we can do. So together this next year, we want to offer lots of opportunities to each other for connection, for practice, and for justice. So Sara, what do we have cooking?
Yeah, we have quite a few things cooking. And the first one that I'm going to focus on is connection. What are we doing to foster connection this year? We are still going to have many things available on Zoom for those who want to connect that way. We'll have multi-platform for many programs, and we'll have our small groups. Many of them will still be on Zoom. So we'll have small group study circles, and those will primarily be Zoom-based. We'll also be gathering more in person. So we're planning something I'm very excited about, a Thursday night community dinner. It's going to be every Thursday at 5:30. Come as you are, straight from work, if that's how it is. And there will be dinner there, and all are welcome. It'll be a chance to connect in a way that we haven't been able to for quite a while. Of course, we'll cancel if we have to. You know, COVID is still real, but whenever possible, we'll be together on Thursdays. We're also planning some more things outside. We've learned that being outside for social gatherings is super fun, and we came up with lots of creative ways to do that during these COVID years. So we still plan to put together about monthly fun social opportunities for connection that are primarily outdoors based. And there will be many things for youth, for families, and we'll be restarting a young adult group once a month. So for our younger folks who haven't maybe had as many opportunities to connect for a while here, we are planning on offering more of those. There's also, of course, a great way to connect with others is to work together for your values, for the community. And there are many teams to join and many volunteer opportunities. including we're looking to do another book sale in person this fall, which will have many volunteer opportunities. And working side by side, sorting books is a great way to connect with others. So those are just a few of the ways that we have planned to connect this fall and this year.
So, another part of this year is opportunities for practice, and that's both spiritual practice and practice in the community. And Sara will talk a little bit about that. So, for spiritual practice, we'll continue to have our gathering together to worship together on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. And we will continue to offer that in a multi platform way so that folks can join online or in person in whatever way they're comfortable, whenever they are comfortable. It's really warmed my heart to hear from people as they travel or are doing different things on Sunday morning that they can still join our community in a creative way. So we'll worship together on Sunday morning from 10 to about 11. After that, we will be together in the ways that we are. We'll have coffee and treats thanks to the kitchen crew in the Commons for folks who are in person, and breakout rooms for folks who are online to be together. And then at 11:30, there will be some kind of thing. And it will vary depending on the Sunday. Sara and I are planning some kind of a forum on the first Sunday of the month. Melanie Ransom's talk show will happen at least once or twice a month. The board is planning some listening sessions and informational sessions. And so we're really looking for an opportunity to practice together, whatever that might be. Sara also has planned some rooms around the building where folks can, some studios where folks can be in quiet or be in a creative space or be in a movement space. And as you might imagine, those after church events, whether it's in a studio or a forum of some kind, those are also opportunities for volunteering. So if you have something in mind that you'd really like to invite others to join you to practice in the community, we'd love to hear from you. Please do reach out. And then on Thursday evenings, after the community dinner, where we can be together in a social way and share food, which has its own spiritual component, we'll continue our Thursday evening spiritual practice. And that again will look like some musical meditations with Troy. Sara will offer a meditation. Sara will offer a practice opportunity. We'll offer our kind of usual First Thursday Vesper services that we've been doing, but really a time midweek to kind of catch up with ourselves and catch our breath. And then we will also be doing some covenant work this year. Ever since I arrived, I've heard from many of you that we need to revisit our covenant, and yes, we do. This is the year to do that. So with the help of Reverend Carol McKinley, our community affiliated minister, and Reverend Summer Albayati from the region, they'll be joining us at the end of October to help us revisit our covenant and bring a behavioral covenant component to that that we'll gather together to discuss and write together. So all of that continues our practice work, our spiritual practice work, and our coming together.
And then the third thing we mentioned was justice work. So there will be many opportunities for justice work this year. And one of the important ways that we do justice is also by doing our own anti-racism work. And so with this theme this year of focusing on anti-racism, part of our justice work is doing the education, the dismantling of white supremacy culture, the work of learning more about our own identity and about how we have related to these systems through time and history that have built systems of racism. So part of our work is going to be to learn more, to practice together. We're going to be offering a year-long class starting in November called Building the World We Dream About on Thursday evenings. And I really hope that many of you will join Reverend Mary and myself for that class to do this work. We'll also have many study circles that are also looking at the work of anti-racism. And then we have other opportunities to do justice work. This year, we're forming a brand new anti-racism team that will meet monthly to look at how the OUUC does this work of anti-racism internally and in the community. We also are forming a new economic justice team This congregation has had a long history of work around homelessness, but we also have a big question to wrestle with. What does economic justice look like in this world? And this new team is going to be engaging with that question this year. These teams will balance with the existing environmental action team to bring 3 teams that are working on the 3 focus areas of OUC's Faith in Action. And those focus areas are environmental justice, economic justice, and anti-racism in the world. So I'm very excited to have these new teams join this work. And you are welcome to join the new teams. We also will have many easier, simple, one-off ways to get involved. One of the things I encourage you to do is join our new Faith in Action alert list to know, to get an update when there is an action to take, somewhere to show up, something to sign, anything to do. Many of these opportunities may be online, outdoors, or in person. There's always a way for you to make an impact. Those are just some of the things that we could do this year for justice.
So, in Unitarian Universalism, we don't say that you have to believe a certain way. We don't say that you have to be a certain way. We each find our own way, and we choose to do that together, supporting each other, challenging each other, providing a sounding board for each other as we decide what our values are, our deepest longings, and how we express that in the world. And so we invite you to join in this year. Where's the place where you are called to serve? What is it that will help you feel that deep longing and identify what your values are and act them out in the world? Some people say, well, why don't we just do things? And we can just do things. There are lots of organizations that do things. What's different about a faith community is that we do those things out of our deepest spiritual values, and we share it with each other in the covenant, the agreements that we make with each other, and how to be together. So we hope you will join us, and I look forward to seeing you online or in person in whatever way you will be with us this next year. And thank you, Sara, for all the work that you do for our community.
Thank you all. I look forward to seeing you this year.